The BBC.
Celtic have been knocked out of the Europa League with 2 group games to go. Neil Lennon's side took the lead but lost 4-1 to Sparta Prague for a second time this month.
I just think they're lacking a little bit of confidence at the minute as a group. That happens with the way the results are going. I thought the performance, particularly in the second half, was really positive, and just defensively at the minute we're a little bit unnerved at times, and we have to remedy that.
Well, their former striker and Five Live pundit Chris Sutton was straight on Twitter afterwards writing, "That's embarrassing. Celtic have 2 wins in their last 9 games in all competitions." As for Rangers, they're still on track to go through to the last 32 despite another Benfica comeback in a 2-2 draw. Spurs were 4-0 winners over Ludogorets. Carlos Vinicius scored his first goals for the club. Harry Winks' over-hit pass went in from more than 50 yards out. And Jose Mourinho was impressed with Dele Alli's unselfishness on his return to the team.
He could try to score, but of course Vinicius was an easy goal. A team player does that, so it doesn't surprise me that he did that.
Spurs nearly through. Arsenal and Leicester are through to the knockout stage. The Gunners won 3-0 at Molde, with Nicolas Pepe scoring his 3rd Europa League goal of the season. Jamie Vardy got a dramatic injury time equaliser as Leicester drew 3-3 with Braga. Roma and Hoffenheim also booked their places in the last 32, while Napoli paid tribute to Diego Maradona before their win against Rijeka, players wearing Maradona 10 shirts before the game. Work is underway to get fans back to live sport after yesterday's announcement on tiers by the government. Twickenham will host 2,000 spectators for England's match on the 6th of December. 400 seats will be gifted to NHS workers. And snooker's world number 1 Judd Trump says that he would welcome fans back at the UK Championship in Milton Keynes.
Been sort of a long wait since we played in front of anyone. I know from previous experience that World Snooker and everyone behind the scenes did an amazing job last time to make sure the players were safe and stuff like that. So if they think it's ready, then I'd feel safe.
Well, Ding Junhui isn't so sure. He hasn't ruled out withdrawing if spectators return next week. Trump and Ding both had straightforward first-round wins yesterday. England captain Owen Morgan has admitted they go into their T20 series in South Africa without knowing their best team. But Morgan insists that is because of their strength in depth.
Any one of those reserve players could actually be in the starting 11. So you really need to be on top of your game and contributing, because there are guys banging the door down.
The first match of the series is at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Right now, over on 5 Live Sports Extra, Australia are 213 for 1 in the 36th over of their first ODI against India in Sydney. First practice for the Bahrain Grand Prix is at 5 to 11 this morning. You can follow the action from 10:30 on the BBC Sport website and app. The country's human rights record has been described by Amnesty International UK as shocking. Lewis Hamilton says Formula One bosses must follow through with plans to clean up the sport's image on the subject. And we'll be looking ahead to tonight's Super League Grand Final on 5 Live Breakfast shortly. Wigan play St Helens. It is on Sports Extra tonight from 7:15.
BBC Sport.